Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Spuler, a 30-year pro makeup artist, creator of Mature Makeup Masterclass. You can always go watch that link and see if you need Mature Makeup Masterclass. It's pretty much made for anyone over 40, but I have gals in their 30s who want it too, as their skin starts to change. By the way, I'm using our new lip prep. It's so good. We do Seint videos here every Wednesday night. If you like traditional makeup, we do that on Saturdays, we as in me. But today I want to play with all our new products. Now, I showed you them all last week, and that was fun, and I've received so many orders in the last 24 hours, so I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I even had someone reach out and say, hey Michelle, so-and-so is my artist, but I learned so much from you. I'd love to purchase something through your loyalty link, and that means a lot. I would never want to take business from another artist, but if you have learned something from me, or you saw me use a product in a unique way and you want to give me the credit where credit is due, that means a lot to me. I also learned when we had our Seint conference a couple weeks ago how many women over, let's say 40 in Seint watched all of my YouTube in order to learn how to do mature makeup to teach their audience. So I guess I'm a free trainer, because I've a lot of Seint artists just take what I say and make it their own, and that's fine, but then no one ever gives me the credit. And most Seint artists are not real makeup artists. They're women who love the makeup, which is great. I encourage it. But a real makeup artist is not someone who just can do their own face or can teach you a few tricks. A real makeup artist is someone who can do makeup on all ethnicities, all ages. So keep that in mind. Okay, so I want to start with eyes. I do have a little bit of foundation on. I've probably worn some of it off just through eating. So let me touch up a little bit. And this way you can always see too, like, how do we touch up? Well, definitely around the mouth, right? Because we kind of eat and we lose a little bit of makeup right around there, maybe a little around the nose. But everywhere else looks pretty good. Maybe I'm gonna do a tiny bit on the top of my eyebrows. Maybe do a little bit light right here. By the way, I wore this to the gym and I felt cute. I felt cute. Normally, I look like a bush pig at the gym. I'm gonna be honest. I look like I rolled out of bed and didn't try, and that's because I do. I'm not trying to impress anyone, but today I just got a super late start. I put on my makeup this morning on Instagram stories, and so here we go. Okay, so I want to show you some new products, many that I showed you last week, but I want to show you pepper. I'm really liking pepper. I've used it in Instagram stories. I'm really liking pepper, and the reason why is because it feels like MAC Stone, but softer and prettier. This can give you that true kind of a 90s nude lip because it's very cool. I really love pepper. You can see the color right here. I love that, okay? Now watch this. I'm also going to use it as my contour. Now I have used both pencils, silk and satin, on my nose. The satin blends easier. The satin it's not as grippy and it blends really easy, really quickly. There we go, look at that. We're gonna do a little more pepper right here. I also like Latte on the nose, but that's a silk eye pencil. And if you have trouble blending, if blending is not your thing, you can do the satin. Because remember, the satin can be used anywhere on the face. So can the silk. But the satin is a little bit more buttery, blendy than the silk. The silk grips. You got to blend real quick with the silk but they don't budge. And you know what, last night I made it a point too. I'm like, I'm gonna look at my eye makeup, and I have a magnification mirror in my mirror right at my sink. Of course I do, right? And I was looking real close, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's no creasing, there's no fading. Like, so impressed. I'm so impressed with these pencils. They're just so good. So there, I just lightly contoured my nose. You certainly don't have to. I'm not suggesting that anyone has to contour their nose. And then also these, I think are nice for contour here because, again, they're really blendy. They're super blendy. So let's try. See how I'm just kind of patting it? I'm not trying to, because sometimes you don't want to like lift product off. So you got to kind of like blend and be careful, but there you go. Looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Here it is over here. Again, you do not have to contour at all. But if you want, you can. Okay, because that's just so fast and easy. But I also just really love doing, you know, where's my contour? I also just love doing this. This is my ash. I love ash. I love aspen. If you're new here, you can get a free color match so that you can have a palette that's completely designed for your face. See? I mean, I just think this is so fast and easy, but you can try the pencils too. I really like the pencils for the nose. That's really what rocks my world. And just, if you're new here, I'm not a huge fan of both bronzer and contour. I kind of feel like you need one or the other. But you know what? You get to do you. If you like doing bronzer and contour, go for it. If you like neither, that's fine too. I will usually put one or the other on someone in my chair. Okay, so lip gelatos. Last week I think I used like a pretty pink one. I'm gonna be boring today and I'm gonna use Dolce because before I used Dolce with toffee and my lips were super warm, really pretty for the look I was going for. But I really like it with this pepper because it's kind of mixing some warm with some cool, and I really like how it balances out. I like it better with pepper than I did with toffee, which was warmer. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. Y'all, they blew it out of the park with these. They really, really, really did. They blew it out of the park. So that's Dolce. So pretty. So pretty. If anyone wanted to see real quick, did I show you hibiscus? This is so pretty. It can be like massively red, or you could just shear it out. And then it's actually like a sheer red, but it's an actual red. You know how sometimes when you shear reds out, they become very like pink or fuchsia? Not this. That stays very warm red. Very pretty. And then I wanted to show you another one. I think I showed you pomegranate. Did I show you pomegranate last week? And raspberry. I just want to show you deeper colors in case you're not into the nudes like me. Oh my gosh. I think, yeah, I did. This is raspberry, and that looks a lot like Clinique Honey. And then this one is pomegranate. Which pomegranate reminds me of Mac Vino. Does anyone remember? Not Mac Vino pencil. That was different. We had a lipstick called Mac Vino, and it looked like this. It's almost like a red Merlot with a little bit of fuchsia. But watch how these look when you shear them out. Look at that. Do you see how they can shear out? And so what you would do is rather than putting on full saturation, you would just tap it, and then they're glossy balmy. They're just so pretty. They're so pretty. Okay, we're gonna have fun today. Last week we did chai and cappuccino. I want to do something a little bit warmer and toastier. I don't know if anyone's seen toasty fall makeup, but toasty is kind of a trend right now. Oh, this is caramel, which I don't think I've used. I have not used caramel, but it's this like really pretty golden beige. Can you see that? So pretty. And I'm going to go up into the crease a little bit and up into the brow bone a little bit. Of course, we need to get a brush and real quickly blend, because with the silk pencils, the silk dries down real quick. But I mean, right there, I love that. I love that color right there. That's caramel. I don't know if I would use caramel on someone who was like a, you know, strong winter, strong summer, but if you know that you're a spring or an autumn or a mixture of both, like I'm a warm season. Yeah, I'm the warm. So I'm a mixture of some spring and some autumn. I can't wear all autumn very well, and I can't wear all spring, but I'm a mixture of the two. And honestly, now that I'm going more silver, I want to tell you, I'm starting to look really good in like more neutral muted tones. I mean, like even this jacket, I feel really pretty in this color. Okay, so that's caramel on my eyes. Isn't that so pretty just all alone? That's going to be a new favorite. And then I'm going to go in with cinnamon. I'm going to go in with cinnamon because watch this. I want cinnamon on the outside of my eye. See that? And we're going to blend real quickly. I'm wearing self-adhesive lashes. I put them on before I went to the gym. So normally I wouldn't wear lashes while I'm putting makeup on, but now you can see like, hey, that's pretty easy to put that makeup on with lashes already on. I'm not mad about it. Okay, so then in the outer corner I have cinnamon, and I think that's so warm and so, do you see how fast and easy this is? When I saw these, I lost my mind because I said this last week, I have been sending people to get Bobbi Brown and Laura Mercier for years. Jane Iredale makes a nice pencil. I love a shadow stick. These are really shadow sticks, but what makes them unique is they've got that point, so you can actually use them as a pencil or as a shadow stick. And I mean, look at that. That is so pretty. I'm gonna do, yeah, this is, I'm gonna do a little cinnamon under the eyes, just a little bit. Just a little bit, and I'm gonna blend with my finger. You could use a brush. I'm just gonna blend real quick with my finger. Look at that. Are you kidding me? It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, and then I'm not gonna put eyeliner on because these lashes have a big black band, so they almost come with an eyeliner. But watch this. We're gonna take espresso, and I'm gonna go up on my waterline. Love it. I love it. I mean, that is such a pretty fall look. Like that could be my everyday look right there. I love it. I love it. That's just caramel and cinnamon with a little espresso on my waterline. Listen, y'all, I can't even with this. Okay, then I want to show you, I am gonna do I'm gonna build up my blush, okay? Because I already put a little bit of the contour on so you could see. I'm gonna build up a little bit of nude, and I really want to build it up because I want a stronger cheek today. You know, I'm not a big heavy cheek person. I like my cheeks to be, you know, colorful but really soft, but I don't want to be soft today. I want to be like va va voom, right? Now then you can take your foundation brush, okay, and go around the sides of it so that it looks really airbrush and blended. I am loving that. I am loving that. Okay. So just, now I had a little of this nude already on. I do like this, but all of a sudden it was looking deep, but I don't ever put it on this dark. I never put it on this dark. Okay, so let me just take my foundation brush, go around it. Also, I do have contour on with it, so it's gonna look a little bit deeper. Okay, so that is a really pretty blush look, especially for women who like a little more blush. I love it. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit of our new Blackberry, which is pH balance. And it's really pretty on cheeks. Now, who is Blackberry for? Well, I think it's gorgeous on people who are true winters and summers because it's this gorgeous, like, is this focusing? Look at that. That is so pretty. I think it could be very pretty sheer on a summer or even a little heavier on a winter. And I even think if you're a deep fall, I think you can wear this really well. But I think if you want to give yourself kind of that like deeper fall look, like you just want to take your blush a little bit deeper without, you know, changing your blush too much, I think it's really pretty. Isn't that fun? It just looks a little more autumn. Okay, love it. Love it. Make sure your blush isn't going too low. Unfortunately, those of us that have apples, you know, we can't hide the real shadow from our apples. So but I try not to take the blush much past the middle of my eye. So anything you see outside of that is really just true shadow. But I love it. That is so cute. It looks like I kind of pinched my cheeks. Now the Blackberry does have a little bit of a gloss finish. You can see that right there. It's a little bit of a gloss finish, but let me show you. You can powder it. You absolutely can powder it. So I have my feather blot right here. By the way, if you didn't know, the feather blot has a little mica in it, and then our vanilla dusting powder, which is our original powder, has a little bit of talc. And as you know, most brands are getting rid of talc just for health concerns. Asbestos can be attached to talc, so a lot of people are anti-talc. Sephora laid the decree, no more talc powder in our stores, so brands are all switching over to talc-free powder. The problem with talc free powder is it doesn't blend your makeup as pretty as talc. Talc has a beautiful way of making your it just makes you look very airbrushed. So I'm just so impressed with Seint that they made this talc-free powder, this feather blot, and it actually looks airbrushed. You can make your eyes look airbrushed, you can make your blush look airbrushed. It's so pretty. Anyway, so there you go. I just wanted to play with some new colors. I'll be back next week, and maybe next week we'll go with a deeper lip, right? Maybe I'll do a lighter eye and a deeper lip, and we'll do that version. We'll just play every week, and we'll just exhaust all the combinations. It's going to be so fun. Let me know if you have any questions. We, thank God, are still in stock, so don't feel like you've missed out if you couldn't get yours on the day it launched. We still have all of our products. Nothing has sold out. I asked about that too. We had a Zoom with all of our Seint affiliates before it launched, before everything launched. And I asked, I'm like, are we well stocked? Is this something that we're going to run out of like the first day and then people are going to be so upset? And Camille said, no, we are really, really well stocked on all of this. So have fun, get busy, let me know what you get. And if you are a brand new Seint customer, I just made, just for my private customers, I just made a brand new video for beginning Seint for mature skin. It's only 19 minutes, but it shows you 2 different ways to wear Seint if you're brand new to it and it seems overwhelming or it seems so different from anything you've ever tried before. So you're welcome. I hope you enjoy that. Okay. I thank you for your business. I thank you for your loyalty. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you saw a product that you'd really like to try, maybe in the future. Maybe you've spent your money and your budget's capped. That's fine. We don't want you to overspend, but let me know if you see a product today that you think, oh yeah, I'm getting that eventually. I'd love to hear from you. And then again, if you want your own free color match and you want your own custom palette, reach out. We have a link always in every video I do. All you have to do is click the title of the video, and then it says more, and you click more, and a whole I'm shocked at how many women don't know that a whole huge box drops down with everybody's links and information about the video and information about shades we used. It's all there, okay? And so that is where you can find the free color match tab. It's free. Go there. Or maybe you're coming out of summer and you're like, I don't know what color I am anymore. Come to Mama. I'll help you, okay? I will see you all next week. Happy shopping. This has been such a fun week with Seint, and I'm just so blown away by all of our new products. I'm truly, like, as a 30-year pro makeup artist, I am truly blown away by these products. And it's hard to really impress me because I've seen it all, right? I mean, every day I have 4 boxes right now down on the floor waiting for me to open them. I have more outside. I receive free product every day of the week, and yet this is impressive. This is impressive. And this is my number one. When I need to look beautiful for a special occasion or in person, it's always Seint. Okay? See you next week. Bye for now.